So we stopped here at the Golden Acorn. We're coming through on Interstate 8 through the mountain range and decided just to take a quick break. They've got some cheaper fuel here, cheap for California standards, and there's a casino on the Indian reservation here. So we stopped in. We're gonna go throw 26, $10 on 26, just like we did at the last casino. We put 5 on 26 and we hit it. So we just wanted to try it out and see if that theory works. So as I walked up, there's another fountain there. And I don't know if this wind's gonna be really bad, but let me go back inside the RV. But we're walking up and there was another fountain there. Now this fountain did have water in it, but it was frozen. I still took a coin, flipped it in there, and made my wish to walk out with more money than we walked in with. Now unfortunately there was no roulette table, but we were able to find the Wheel of Fortune slot machine. That's my wife's favorite slot machine. So we said, okay, this one isn't about me and my number 26 now. It's about you and your $10 on Wheel of Fortune. So we put the $10 in Wheel of Fortune and started spinning the wheels, and we lost a little, we gained a little, we lost a little. And then I said, let's switch it up a little bit and go with a higher dollar value. And Danette said, no. And she spun the wheel, and what happened, Danette?
We won $180.
$180.
Sweet.
We played till 178, cashed out, said see you later. So 2 times now walked into these casinos and walked out with more money than we had when we walked in. So for today's hike, Dory got to choose actually. So we were just looking at the map and then she just started pulling and walking in one direction. So Dory's choice today. We'll see how good it turns out. Our first RV park in California is Sweetwater Summit Regional Park in San Diego. It's a 500-acre park with full hookups that sit on top of the summit. This park didn't skip out on any activities. A seasonal splash park, playgrounds, a 13-station exercise course, rentable picnic areas, a community room for your special event, an outdoor amphitheater, and fishing at Sweetwater Reservoir. With 15 miles of trails cut into the hillsides, you can expect plenty of elevation. Then we were off to meet up with my youngest sister and her husband for a stroll down Jolla Cove to see the Pacific Ocean. The blue waters were just amazing. In Florida, we're used to watching the waves crash on the sandy beach. I forgot what it sounds like when the waves would smash into the rocks of the cliffside. The best part of Jolla Cove are the harbor seals and their babies. The part of the cove they seem to love the best is called Children's Pool. In 1931, local philanthropist Ellen Scripps paid for the construction of a breakwater project in order to create a place where children could play and swim while being protected from the waves coming ashore.
I just want to touch the water, Mom.
Since the mid-90s, a colony of harbor seals took up residency. In September of '97, the city temporarily closed Children's Pool to the public, giving the seals a more permanent residency of the pool. People come from all over to see the harbor seals, observing them from land and along the seawall itself.
That's so cute. Hurry up. It's gonna come again. There we go, you got it.
We had a great lunch at a Greek restaurant named after me. Although my legal name is spelled S-P-Y-R-O-S, we won't hold that against them. The portions were big and the tastes were off the charts. Later that evening, my cousin and his family joined us, along with my sister, her husband, and my niece, for a campfire dinner at our RV park. Catching up with family is just what our souls needed. Sleeping on full bellies called for only one thing: another hike on the trails of Sweetwater Regional Park before we hit the road.
Bobcat, coyote,
Heard the coyotes last night.
deer, hawk, rattlesnake. Yay. I was thinking about an owl. I heard an owl last night.
I did hear it too. Oh,
What is that?
damn.
What? What is
There's a dam. With an exhausted Dory, it was time to pack up camp, secure the dogs, and voyage up the coast of California. Next stop, Doheny Beach. As we were getting closer to our campground, there was a beautiful marina located right next door. We decided that could be tomorrow's morning walk. Our campsite was right next to the beach, and it didn't take long for Danette to get some sand between her toes. Danette was also in store for an ocean sunset. In Jacksonville, Florida, the sun sets over the trees. We do get the ocean sunrise, but to me, nothing is prettier than the sun setting on the Pacific Ocean. Doheny Beach was donated to the public on May 31st of 1931 by oil tycoon Edward Doheny. It is California's first state beach and one of the state's most popular beach attractions, bringing in over 1 million visitors per year. Surfers love it so much, it was mentioned in a Beach Boys song. We were also entertained by some very talented longboarders. The next morning, we walked over to the marina. People were already lining up for the ferry to Catalina
He's
Island.
right there.
We saw a harbor seal feeding, as well as kayakers and paddleboarders.
I wouldn't mind kayaking in here. This is nice.
Made us wish we brought our kayaks with us. We ate an amazing lunch with my oldest sister and her daughter, as well as one of my cousins. The only thing separating the patio from the beach was a low brick wall. The food was great, but the company was even greater. Well, time to load up and continue our journey north.